I'm going to go into the short here, Baba. But I'm going to play it with the idea that it's likely going to bounce. All right. This is going to be, Microsoft is looking like, this is the type of short, in my opinion, where, again, you've got to play it for the possibility that it bounces into that gap. It gives you a higher sell. So you can't play these heavy when the gap is like this. So you play them normal to light, okay? And you give the stop the ability to bounce into that gap without you becoming nervous because you're so heavy, Gap in. So that now you have, mentally at least, an idea of what you're dealing with. Let's take that 50% level and know where that is, more or less. All right? That'll keep you pure in what you're thinking and feeling. All right? Yeah. So much more at the bottom of that tail. But it's not a bad play there. Not a bad play. Boom. 3,700. Couple minutes there. Nice. So I have to admit that I played that pretty masterfully. Let me show you. All right, but I had close to 5K with this at the low. I just didn't get filled on everything at that low. But I went in initially on the Baba short right here, but I did it light, which is what I explained to you. I'm going short here, but I'm going short with the idea that it's going to bounce first. Now listen to me carefully. So when I do that, I go light because I really prefer the bounce. So a lot of traders say, well, Oliver, if you're really playing it more for the bounce, why don't you just wait for the bounce? Why is that? Because 50% of the time it will not bounce and I will miss it. So I've learned through my experience that for me, it's best to get in there small. And the 50% of the time it just doesn't bounce. Okay, I make money. I don't make as much as if it bounce. And that's my real play. But I still don't miss money either. So I go in, but I go in small. We're smaller than I would. But the real play that I'm hoping for is the bounce. So starting right here, just under 170, I start getting in the play. And I'm willing to play it up in different ranges like this, you see? All the way up. But I should do these bigger. So this was the first start of what usually is a three-pronged play for me, right? On the way up. And I'm playing back into the red bar. Yes. So anyway, only got the first rung or the first group of additional shorts. And then it fell. Boom. Now down here, I had close to 5,000, not quite 4,000 change. So the bounce up was really strong. So I'm trying to get in this new low territory, trying to get it all, but thinking that not thinking, but going for more push below. I got part of it, but not all of it in that new low territory. Glenn's looking for guarantees. What planet do we live on? We live on planet Earth, where there are no guarantees for anything. So you cannot guarantee that you get filled ever. If you don't get filled, then you have plan B. So I didn't get filled on everything down here. All right. So I start coming out here, but I got orders all the way down, right? But then it fills me down here. So it fills some layers, then it moves back up. So then I have to plan B is kill it here. Came off below. But how can I guarantee I get filled down here? There's no way. No way. Limit orders? Well, is there any other type of order for a professional? You can't place market orders. You left that world of being a novice placing market orders, right? So no professional will ever place a market order. What other orders are there? Limit orders. As your size goes up, guys, the importance of, yes, alt 1 and 3, if you're, like I had to, these are all control orders, right? On the way down. So these are placed ahead of time. But as it moves up, I have to alt out of this. Of course, I have to alt out. So I alt in, I control out of some, but I alt out of the last amount, right? Because it's moving against me. But that should all be, that's ABC stuff for you by now, hopefully. But as your size, guys, as your size goes up, the importance of execution goes up as well. See, for many of you, executions aren't all that important because you're shooting 1 and 2 lots out there, 1 and 2 shares. But when a lot is 5,000 shares for you, and 3 lots is 15,000, execution becomes a lot more important because every penny is a lot. So if you, like, this is why I get upset when I see traders entering 7 cents away from the proper entry. I'm like, do you understand that that's thousands of dollars that you are giving up? That why are you entering so late? Why are you not getting the exact penny that you're supposed to be getting? Because you're only trading 200 shares. So you should get the exact penny. Because if you're a sloppy executioner, then as your trades get bigger in size, you're going to see how much money over a lifetime you're giving up. Every penny is meaningful. So executions become almost everything later. The ability to get there first, the ability to place those orders ahead of time, long ahead of time. Get those orders stationed there in the right locations, setting up your hotkeys where you've got, right now you might have 3 cents. Your controls are 1 cent and 3 cent. You might have to add 20 cent, 50 cent, 75 cent. Get those orders placed depending on the price range that you're playing in. Get those orders shot up there. All right, 10 cent, 20 cent, 75 cent. Boom, get those orders placed there before the stock gets there. Be able to switch and turn, shift modes in the blink of an eye and get out right now, this instant. So those things become more and more important. But see, the power of this move up told me I got to get out. This wasn't just a shorting move up. This was like, oh shoot, this is forming a bottom bar here. You know. So the power, PayPal did the same thing. I'll show you. PayPal, the violence of this bar here, this tail bar, would have been for me like I got to get out of this thing. Because sometimes the move up, if I miss all of it, let's say it doesn't hit all of my orders and it starts moving up, I'm like, okay, I'll wait for the next play, right? But it depends on how it moves up. If it moves up violently, no, I'm just killing it.